Hi, it's Ra, Rishi Kavi Raghudas from Star Presence Astrology, here to give the astrological forecast for Friday, October 24th, 2025. Well, you can see I'm dressed all in black here today. There's a reason for it. This is one of the more scorpionic days in this entire month of Scorpio, and we just got through with both Sun and Moon in Scorpio, so let me tell you what I mean. The Sun today is at 1 degree of deep, dark water sign Scorpio, the emotionally intense, psychically sensitive, but just generally so intense you can hardly stand it, water sign of Scorpio. And today it makes a hard square, 90-degree angle, to its ruling planet, which happens to be Pluto, which is sitting at 1 degree of Aquarius. Now that occurs early in the day, 6:25 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 9:25 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and 2:25 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. But the Sun at 1 Scorpio in a hard square to Pluto at 1 Aquarius is just about as hard as and intense as it comes, because those are both fixed signs. Nothing is giving, and yet something has to give today. So it's generally associated with really tough stuff. We may wake up to some really violent headlines or just really kind of nasty stuff, because it's all about power issues. Getting into it today on a personal level is not something that you should do. So we want you to keep your peace today. Now, as I said, this occurs early in the day, so the day does get better as it moves on. The moon has now moved into the more lighthearted, adventurous, and truth-seeking fire sign of Sagittarius, which does tend to lighten up some of this really intense energy. But it makes no aspects at all today. It's just kind of free-floating throughout the whole day. So we may just kind of be bouncing around without a lot of direction today. Now, the best news today, and there is some good news, is that Mercury, the planet of communication, which is also still in Scorpio, being very intensely communicative, 24 degrees of Scorpio, makes an awkward angle to Chiron just shortly after the Sun square Pluto in the morning, which means, we may have a bit of a tough morning. 6:43 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time is when that occurs. 9:43 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 2:43 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. But then, just an hour and a half later, it makes a harmonious trine, a nice flowing angle, still at 24 degrees of Scorpio, to Jupiter, the planet of good fortune and expansion and optimism, sitting at 24 degrees of Cancer. Now, this is good because it does provide some great energy for the rest of the day. That occurs exactly at 8:08 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 11:08 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and 4:08 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. So pretty intense early hours, then the day sort of smooths out, and our communication gets better, and things lighten up, if only a little bit. It is the month of Scorpio, after all. So easy does it today. I'm Ra, Rishi Kavi Raghudas from Star Presence Astrology. Now, if you would like to have a personal reading with me, you can book it on my website, starpresence.net. Remember, from the very moment that you're born, you've got star presence. Enjoy this day. Hey, Scorpio is also about transformation, no matter what.